Hi, folks. I'm on part 3 of Just Say No to Official Reality in California Indigo Harvesting. And I gotta say, I love YouTube, but I give them a flunk grade F- for trying to force me to get a cell phone to make a video over 15 minutes and not make my own thumbnail without a cell phone. Um, but I'm not gonna feed loose into it. I love them anyways, even though it's AI, a lot of AI in that. But so yeah, unfortunately, I have to agree that with her assessment, and I'm going to report back to everyone in that community for to say on what it's like on the front lines here. And it is a ganja wonderland. I mean, you can get so many, probably 50 different, or 20, 30, 40, 50 different types of cannabis eighths of an ounce you could purchase in a bunch of different stores for $10. I mean, they're about $10. The cost is that low. So I want to say, if you can, that you got that new governor, and they got you get a medical cannabis law in Alabama. Maybe we could build a little beautiful little medical cannabis community in Alabama. I'd probably rather live there than here, as far as, I mean, but you still have, maybe you need to go do a grid work on the on Tuskegee. And you know what? I might go have gone to the San Francisco port if I didn't if I was 100% done with my own clearing and ready to work on someone else's healing. Unfortunately, I still take on the Chiron archetype. And that being said, because I have only been running this channel, this service on this, using my little laptop to make this channel for and refusing to get a cell phone for 6 months, refusing to cave into microwaving into my head. Beside this, I've also had to deal with when I'm coming up on 300 videos, and a lot of them exposing the dark side and how to transcend it. Having, like I say, days and days where they just wouldn't even allow me to go online. So don't be shocked if you see no presence from me online for days, and it's not by my choice. It's just because I don't know enough about, or I wasn't being adventuresome enough about making using the Wi-Fi in different spots, because it seems to be this thing about predictability. And again, the lesson for me, it's interesting. It's tragic, because I only had Uranus and Scorpio in my natal chart, but it's like the lesson in Mars and Leo retrograde. But the lesson, because I'm on my Chiron line, and I came here during a rainstorm when the sun was in Scorpio and the moon was in Taurus, and the lesson is letting go of the fixed, letting go of the old, the habits, the routine. And it's kind of pathetic, I'll admit, that I still have to be stuck on that. But just, maybe I'm stuck on the lesson of actualizing what it means to fully heal myself. But again, the reason why I began the channel, because I disagree with Tyler from the Journey to Truth. I think it's helping others. I think I agree more with what Robin Williams said in the movie Patch Adams, that Patch Adams said, when helping others helped him to. He was feeling suicidal, and then he started helping others and help him want to live. So keys, and that's a good point. That leads right into the last page here of notes here, perfectly, actually. Keys to resist indigo harvesting. Okay, Californians need to always remember, if you're an indigo or star seed, or if you want to ascend, go on the path into the fifth dimension. Here's some keys to resisting this sick indigo harvesting from the dark side. Number 1, don't let others ruin the quality of your vibration. Of course, that's far easier said than done. Knowing the difference between human behavior and non-human behavior, choose to go where there are more actual humans. And also the choose where if you're in a state like this where 70-80% of the people took the jab, figure out where it's a tiny fraction of the people for your peace of mind. Okay. I'm just gonna put this last bit on Odyssey if it goes over 15, man, because this shit's annoying me. You know what it is? I took the Indica bubble, and that's why I'm taking a long time. So, okay, don't let others ruin the quality of your vibration. And once you once you understand the difference and discern the difference, and be empathic enough to know the difference between your original vibration and this beaming Zeta Gray making you anxious or repelling, causing a fight between the other person, don't identify with that vibration. As I said many times, know the difference between human and non-human behavior. Number 2, cannabis is a great and powerful tool. Let it work for you. Do not be controlled solely by it. Okay? Cannabis is a great healer, and it's a wonderful plant panacea. Yet, it can temporarily make your cancer stop growing and get rid of most of your diseases. Yet, it can't do all the healing for you. Don't get stuck in spiritual dependence on an outside source of anything, even a plant. And I realized when I took the last tolerance break that I was more addicted to doing this than I was cannabis, because I still made videos. So that's why I know my Buddhist training came in greatly handy yesterday when the dark reptilians, or whoever, whether it was human or non-human, they were denying me from going online. And I was resisting getting angry most of the time. So a lot of people in California that are indigos, they stay in these, they get beamed by these nasty demon parasite forces and become stuck in their habit, because the cannabis relaxes them or heals their illness temporarily, and they have this wonderful access to all this great cannabis, so they never do the shadow work, they never face it. It's quite sad. Okay. Number 3, we have perfect weather. Right now I'm sitting here, and this is actually the actual perfect ideal temperature, which is why these gnarly these gnarly realtors can make so much money, $1 million for an average home here. The food is good, okay? Don't let it control you or get destroyed by the massive weather weaponry arsenals, for example, that we have to deal with last year here in the so-called atmospheric river. But normally it's been lately fire season. Okay, perfect organic food. Some people, I'm a foodie, some people get controlled by that. It's easy for me to want to just be stuck here because people will actually give you, or I go to the Go Grocery Outlet and get really awesome organic food for a fourth the cost of anywhere else. Don't remain physically isolated. Interact with respectful humans. Being that California has the Virgo Tarot card, a lot of people just get, especially indigos, that are trying to transcend or ascend into the 5th dimension, they get physically isolated here. Or they have a narcissistic landlord or cult follower or a cult leader. Go to the farmer's market, go to festivals, go to communities, visit intentional communities and see what they're like. Go to a hot springs. Moving to California to live the dream, like myself, I learned to be me. My YouTube channel, ironically, I went back to South Carolina to start it, but my mother taught me the 2 keystrokes. But look how much the dark must pretend they don't exist and simultaneously block me from being socially collective. Okay? Look how much the devil, Satan, and Lucifer and their clubs and the CIA have to pretend like they're not involved with my channel. But look how much they do to prevent me from forming my community. I got that strike, I got shadow banned, I got called schizophrenic, and then people quit after that. But the shadow ban thing is very interesting. I went on the public library server and typed in the name of my channel. In my newest video, it said 0 views. So I clicked on it and it said 5 views. So the dark ones don't want anyone to know that anyone watches this channel, by the way. If you think that I'm not popular, well, part of that is by design. Before I got shadow banned, I had roughly 9 or 10, I believe, that would follow me or watch every show. Sometimes, often comment. And then there we have the influence of NSA trolls. And you got to understand how gnarly the situation is, you know, how deep the rabbit hole goes. I mean, they really don't like me coming in and telling you everything they don't want you to know. It's not gonna get me taken off air. But I don't know if this is dangerous to put, but I can't even tell if you can see that. But it's pretty. You know, we're living in gnarly, scary times, but it's also the greatest times we could have ever been born, because in the age of disclosure, it means the age of awareness and learning everything that we need to know to become our real selves. And that is my dream, that we will become, that each person watching this, whether you're in the Russian mafia and you're selling my materials to other people in Russia, and I'm providing hundreds of people in Russia healing for free, and you're making money off it, I don't care. Okay, you know why? Because I want everyone to heal. You're all in my family. Okay? Get it straight. I'm not here to cash in. So if YouTube and the dark side wants to make sure that they keep as few people watch this as possible, I'm okay with it. You know why? Because I'm still thankful for everything. You know? Having a forced tolerance break. Having the devil literally force me to take a day off after I posted that long commentary about this spiritual warrior on YouTube situation. It's very interesting to me, but you know what? I slept a good 8 hours. I slept good, and here I am with maybe the Lockheed Martin employees want to shop at the farmer's market. We got minimal engineering today. But signs of it with a crazy ass wind shooting around here and there. I give thanks to each and every one of you for being a part of this community and understanding that the infiltration is that deep and it is that tragic. Yet, and California is the place where it is the most tragically infiltrated yet. It's where some of the greatest spiritual masters and the greatest healing tools, such as legal cannabis and legal shrooms, are here to help us ascend. And God bless all of those working for the pure light of the Christos on the good and the healing of humanity and planet Earth. And create a great one, my family. I love you, people.